What's going on? You're watching NFL Daily, and if you're looking for the latest NFL news and rumors, luckily for y'all, you're in the right place. I'm Mitchell Rands. That's Tom Downey. We got to talk about what Drew Brees said today, Tom, where he said that he is against kneeling. In an interview with Yahoo, he simply just said, I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States. And it's been NFL players, it's been celebrities, it's been, well, Twitter, Instagram, everyone all around the world has been weighing in on this whole comment.
Yeah, a lot of the NFL players are unhappy right now with Drew Brees for what he said because Brees kind of missed the point here. That was the key thing for Brees, is that this was never about kneeling, or the kneeling was never about disrespecting the flag or the military. Like that was the narrative got twisted and turned into something that it wasn't supposed to be.
Yep.
It was always about police brutality and the way minorities are treated, and it seems that Brees just still didn't get that, and that upset even his teammates. Michael Thomas is unhappy. Alvin Kamara, Emmanuel Sanders was not happy. Many NFL players were not pleased by it because it just didn't.
It missed the point.
It missed the point, exactly.
If you're Drew Brees and you're the face of an NFL franchise, and even more than that, you're the face of a city. And I mean, you would ask a lot of people from New Orleans, from Louisiana, who's the most popular person in that state? It's Drew Brees. And when he misses the point, that doesn't look good. Also, what doesn't look good, I mean, it can't. When your top receiver, the guy who just led the NFL in receptions last year, 149, who led the league in yards, says this, we don't care if you don't agree. And whoever, it's just, to me, when you're seeing players go out about your quarterback and you're seeing all these other NFL players do the same, yeah, it's not a great look for you. It's not a great look for Brees. And Brees, oh, man. So we want you guys to pick a side here, all right? Are you going to type K for kneel or S for stand? So this is something that we've done before on Chat Sports, and I think it's something that we will continue to do when the moment's right. Mm-hmm. So, pick a side. I see Shadman says K for kneel. So let us know in the comment section on YouTube, on Facebook, K for kneel or S for stand. So speaking of kneeling and standing, Pete Carroll, he on Monday, which I actually like that Pete did, gave his team, the Seattle Seahawks, 2 hours to kind of talk about, the George Floyd's death and how it impacted them. And then on Tuesday, him, Steve Kerr, and Greg Popovich, they went on Carroll's podcast, and they kind of just talked about the entire Colin Kaepernick situation. And he goes on to say, we owe a tremendous amount to Kaepernick. And, you're looking at what is going on in the world right now, and the fact that Carroll went out and said that, it kind of led to a lot of people wondering, does this mean we could see Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL?
Here's what is... I don't know if it's confusing, conflicting. Like, Carroll makes a good point, or at least says that, I think it was a big sacrifice in the sense that a young man makes. Those are the courageous moments that some guys take, and we owe a tremendous amount to him for sure. Which, I believe Carroll when he says that, and I believe that Carroll believes that.
Yes.
Why didn't he sign him?
Exactly.
So, I think that that's a lot of the main issues for those who are on Kaepernick's side, is that you've got individual players and teams, making these statements, but they didn't back up their words with action.
And that's more important, action. So we're going to ask you guys to take action.
They could have used Cap as a backup.
Exactly.
Now, maybe it was a money thing. That's never really come out.
So we're going to ask you to take some action, okay? So if you think Colin Kaepernick should be in the NFL again, I want you to like this video right now. If you said, no, Colin Kaepernick does not deserve to be in the NFL, I want you to scroll down to the comment section and let me know why. All right, so when you look at what Colin has done on the field, I mean, his numbers are pretty impressive. So when you look at what he's done in his career from passing standpoint, it's 72 touchdowns, over 12,000 yards. Sure, the completion percentage is low, but Colin really helped the NFL kind of transcend to that mobile quarterback where here are his numbers that he has on the ground, over 2,000 rushing yards, 5 yards per carry, and 13 touchdowns. I mean, he helped the 49ers team get to the Super Bowl. Let's not forget about that.
I'm old enough to remember when Ron Jaworski once tried to make the claim that Kaepernick could become the best quarterback in NFL history. It was just It was one of the outlandish things. Obviously, that never came close to fruition. And I don't think anyone's saying Kaepernick should start right now or anything like that, but could he be one of the top 90 or so quarterbacks in the NFL?
Absolutely.
If he takes the vet min, no guaranteed money, why not give him a shot?
Yeah.
You make the same argument for Cap that you would make for an Antonio Brown right now, a Des Bryant, and Alden Smith. I had shown someone 2 years ago Alden Smith would be in the NFL and Kaepernick wouldn't be.
So I found this pretty interesting stat about Kaepernick. When you look at the best touchdown-interception ratios in NFL history, all 5 of the guys on top, they are currently in the NFL. At number 6, it is Colin Kaepernick with that 2.40 to 1, so 2.4 touchdowns to 1 interception. Now, I'll also say that, yes, the NFL is a lot more pass-happy of a league now. It's a lot more easier, but still, Kaepernick does have the stats. He has the wins. He's done a lot of good things.
I think a big reason against Kaepernick in the end, for ignoring the morality perspective, he did sue his employer. He did sue the NFL. There was a settlement. That tends to reduce the chances, if you will, of a player returning to the NFL. So I don't think we see it happening, but I think that the whole kneeling is a worthy discussion with where we are at right now in the United States.
Next story here is around Jadeveon Clowney potentially returning to the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seattle Seahawks here, Tom, from ESPN Brady Henderson on a podcast, kind of talked about all this. And you sent this to me and you were like, Mitch, this has got to go on the show.
Yeah, this is an interesting note here from Henderson. Main takeaway is that the door for a return has not been shut. There is still a possibility, but it is unlikely. And the key part for me was that the earlier offer from the Seahawks, the best offer that was made, of course, pre-draft and all that, was around $15 million per year. Henderson says that now the best offer Seattle would make would be under $10 million.
Wow.
So that's a pretty significant difference. I assume it's on a one-year prove-it-style deal.
Yep.
And you can see why Clowney's unsigned right now. He didn't play his hand right. The market never materialized in the way he thought it was going to.
Yep.
I suspect he used the Browns offer as leverage, be like, hey, Seattle, will you match this type of deal? Well, it also hasn't materialized. So door's not shut. Just doesn't seem all that likely at the current moment.
So will Jadeveon Clowney sign with the Seattle Seahawks? Give us a Y for yes. Give us an N for no. You can see down there below chatsports.com/SeahawksTV for all you Seahawks fans.
Yeah,
but
the new channel.
I mean, hey, we've made multiple videos on Clowney and his destination. A common name is always the Seahawks.
And if Seattle is only willing to offer Clowney about $10 million, and Henderson said there might be some cuts in there, I wonder if that means once Clowney signs, could the Seahawks pursue an Everson Griffin for a cheaper price tag, but also to boost what really has needed some help on the offensive line?
If you
or
need
defensive line.
If you're in need of a new NFL jersey, we got you covered here at Chat Sports. Go to chatsports.com/jersey deal, where you're going to be able to get some sick NFL jerseys, some even under $80. It's in the comments. It's in the description. It's chatsports.com/jersey deal, and they're high-quality jerseys.
They are official Nike jerseys. Now, not all of the rookies are included. Only
Correct.
some of them are on there, but there are some NFL jerseys for all your favorite NFL teams, Seahawks included.
So it's up to y'all. You want a channel for your favorite NFL team? You've got to go subscribe to that channel. So you can see the link below where you're going to be able to pick the next channel, chatsports.com/insert your favorite team and then TV. It's in the comments. It's in the description. Well, it's in the description. We have all 32 team channels.
Yeah, they're all detailed out at chatsports.com/teamtv, but all 32 teams channels have been launched. Once we get to 100 subs for whatever team gets there, we'll do a video for you guys. So we're putting it in your hands. The current leaderboard as of entering today's show, the Browns have showed up. We just mentioned the Seahawks channel. Well, they came so heavy on some of our other videos that we launched the channel for them. Now they're at 500 subs. You guys, whatever fan you're a team of, the Browns, the Lions, the Dolphins, Vikings, whatever, the Bucks, I see that in the comment section too. If you bring the heat as well, maybe you can have the next full-time channel here at Chat Sports. It is possible, but it's up to you guys to do it. So it's chatsports.com/teamtv. Check the description for all of those links.
We'll keep the show moving here, where Dak Prescott was another quarterback that came out and spoke about George Floyd, and this is what he posted on Instagram, and he basically
part of a four-part statement.
Yeah, four-part statement. I don't know. Do we have all 4 parts, Tom?
Just the 2.
Just the 2. Okay, so Dak Prescott, obviously getting ready here to sign a big contract, but he's doing his part at least and just saying, hey, I see what's going on in the world, and I'm going to make a change. So he made a pledge for $1 million for police training, and that police training is based on just improving their ability to do their job, but also address racism.
Yeah, the exact words that Prescott used were to improve our police training and address systematic racism through education and advocacy. This is the first time Prescott's commented on any of this. I had wondered if he was actually going to, since he is in the middle of a contract discussion, and any statement on this was going to upset various people. There's no way it's not going to. That's just the reality of the world that we live in these days.
Yep.
But I thought it was a pretty damn good statement from Dak.
Oh, I totally agree. I think the way that he handled it, I think anytime that you have an issue and you're trying to do your best to address that issue and do actually something to help out that issue.
And put money behind it, too.
Exactly. I think that's a great thing that he ended up doing. So
I agree.
Dak Prescott doing all the right things, and this is all, all this talk, and I was watching on ESPN, and I was watching a lot of these things, and kind of where all this, I don't want to say just started from, but one NFL coach that spoke about just racism in general in the NFL was Vic Fangio. And originally, he said that he doesn't think that there is an issue with it in the NFL. Today, he made a statement that kind of, withdrew that.
Yeah, he kind of more or less backtracked a little bit.
Yep.
And what people had criticized Fangio for was basically saying that the NFL doesn't see color and that the locker room does not see color, which is a very nice ideal. I wish that was how things were.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it actually is. And other NFL players, Chris Carson, Quandre Diggs, other players as well, all kind of came out and said, that's not accurate. That's not how it works.
So here's the exact quote from Fangio. You earn what you get what you earn. I don't see racism at all in the NFL. I don't see discrimination in the NFL. We all live together, joined as one for one common goal, and we will all intermingle and mix tremendously. If society reflected an NFL team, we'd all be great. So obviously he put that statement out, and a lot of NFL players, they put their thoughts behind that quote. I mean, here's one right here from Quandre Diggs. He just simply says, "Is he blind?" Which he wasn't the only player to talk about it. You mentioned earlier as well, Chris Carson.
There were several others too who had very similar comments, and that led to Fangio kind of backtracking, which also got pushed down the day a little bit because of Drew Brees' comments.
Yeah, that's a fact. So here's the comment from Chris Carson as well, which again he basically just said is this a joke? And a lot of players kind of weighed in on their mindset regarding this. So, but again, today he did kind of make a statement as well, and I'm going to do my best to wrap this up. So after reflecting on my comments yesterday and listening to the players this morning, I realized what I said regarding racism and discrimination in the NFL was wrong. If you want to read the entire thing, you can go do it. It's on the Denver Broncos Twitter page. There was a lot of other news that went down today as well. It's about NFL pay cuts because, the world we live in right now with the Big C, if fans can't go to the games, that's going to be a big moneymaker, or not moneymaker, I guess. So should NFL players have to take a cut, some owners are saying, yeah, we might make you do that.
It's a tricky situation because the NFL and the NFLPA in particular, they don't want the salary cap to dip.
And I
because
don't blame them.
Like their current mind says, okay, it's set for this year. You might, if you see a dip next year, it's going to skyrocket again in 2022 and 2023 once the new TV money comes in.
Yep.
And having a salary cap that looks like this isn't ideal for the NFLPA because it's not going to get their players played. The NFL doesn't want to have their teams cut players. So I think what they'll try to do is smooth it out. Maybe that's through player cuts or for pay cuts. Maybe it's a little bit more likely that they do it stays steady this year. They try to avoid pay cuts or reduce salaries from the base salary. And they borrow money from future salary caps to make sure 2021 stays at least flat, if not goes up, as it has for several years in a
So do you think that players should take pay cuts? Let us know. Yes or no. Throw it in the comments section below.